Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I just want to point out before you start watching this video for too long that I'm not starting chapter 2 of Success Theories today. Why? Because I just realized when I was cleaning out my drawer that I should probably talk about this amazing book that I read by a guy named Sean Covoy. Um, it's called The Seven Habits of Highly Effective Teens. My book sent it to me. My school sent it to me. Sent this book to me when I just entered ninth grade this year, and I read it in like 2 days, and it was so hard to spread it out because I just wanted, like, the second you start reading it, you want to finish it. It's so interesting, and I'm going to read it to you chapter by chapter. Um, the best thing about this is it also includes the seven habits of highly defective teens, and this just was it was such a good book. Okay, so we're gonna have like a little discussion on it every day, and we'll do like one chapter at a go, which is gonna be like one habit every time. So I'm going to start by reading it to you. Yeah, so this is the mini edition. You can buy a big edition if you want, or you could just send me an email and I'll send you screenshots of the pages of the book or whatever. But yeah, it's worth reading again and again. So, number one, get in the habit. They make you or break you. Welcome. My name is Sean and I wrote this book. I don't know how you got it. Maybe your mom gave it to you to shape you up. Or maybe you bought it with your own money because the title caught your eye. Regardless of how it landed in your hands, I'm really glad it did. Now you just need to read it. If you promise to read this book, I promise to make it an adventure. In fact, to make it fun, I've stuffed it full of cartoons, clever ideas, great quotes, and incredible stories about teens. This book is based on another book that my dad, Stephen R. Covoy, wrote several years ago entitled The Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. Surprisingly, that book became one of the all time best selling books. He owes a lot of credit for its success to me and my brothers and sisters, however. You see, we were his guinea pigs. He tried out all of his psycho experiments on us, and that's why my brothers and sisters have escaped major emotional problems. In brackets, he says, just kidding, siblings. Luckily, I escaped uninjured. So, why did I write this book? I wrote it because life for teens is no longer a playground. If I've done my job right, this book can help you navigate through it. Unlike my dad's book, which was written for older people and can really get boring at sometimes, this book was written especially for teens and is always interesting. I suspect that some of the struggles that teens have shared with me are also familiar to you. Okay, so I'm going to. I don't know if it's gonna come mirrored, but yeah, I think it's coming mirrored. So he writes a lot of different things that I can totally imagine teenagers saying. Okay, um, how can I feel good about myself when I don't match up? Everywhere I look, I am reminded that someone else is smarter, prettier, or more popular. I can't help but think if only I had her hair, her clothes, her personality, her boyfriend, then I'd be happy. That just sounds hilarious. Anyways, I feel like my life is out of control. My family's a disaster. If I could only get my parents off my back, I might be able to live my life. It seems they're always constantly nagging me and I can't ever seem to satisfy them. I'm not doing too well in school. This is kind of like the introduction of the book, so we're actually going to stop here. Okay? And I'll read more each day and we can like kind of overview them. But yeah, I wanted to talk about this. Okay? So these are the struggles that teens go through. And I'm talking to you as a teenager. I'm 14 years old. Okay? Um I'm gonna go one by one because this is frankly like important, I guess. So, they say, how can I feel good about myself when I don't match up? Everywhere I look, I'm reminded that someone is smarter or prettier or more popular. I can't help but think if only I had her hair, her clothes, her personality, her boyfriend, then I'd be happy. So, if you're a teenager or even a person, like this book, it can go all ages. Okay, it just says for teens because teens are the most crisisy, acting, self-pitying people. So, anyways, it says, "How can I feel about good about myself when I don't match up? Everywhere I look, I'm reminded that someone else is better." Okay, I'm paraphrasing. So this whole concept of matching up, I want to bring something else to your mind if you think like that. And have you ever thought is completely trash? So it's good to match up when the people around you are better than you. And I don't mean in prettiness, smartness, popularity, even boyfriends. In my religion, we don't have boyfriends, but okay, those are all external factors that you can't really change, right? Those are things that you are not in your control unless you make that your life goal, which should not be your life goal. So, how about you try to match higher from the inside? You get it? Try to change the things that you can change. Okay, let's say your hair genetics are kind of thin. Don't look at people and say, look at their hair, I want their hair. No, look at their personality. If you see that, okay, well, she's constantly bragging about her hair, then you can say, okay, well, I don't want to become a braggart. So, you know, don't this whole herd behavior, matching up. Matching up is something that you do when people are better than you, okay, in character, not in external factors. They have not changed that themselves. That credit goes to God for the way He shaped them and created them. And if they have a better boyfriend, then okay, I guess she's able to play her cards better. But yeah, if they have better clothes, maybe they were just born into a richer family. Like, these are things that you can't change yourself, and they're not your fault, and they're not your credit. Okay, those it's not that person's credit that they have a richer family. All right. So you have to look at the things that they change, that they put effort into, and the things that you can change and you can put effort into. Look at their personality, look at their ideals, look at their values, look at their morals. Those are things that are internal that you can change if you want to. Those are things that you can be the good type of jealous. Like, for example, my big sister is just so nice, okay? And I say this as somebody who lives with her full time, okay? She is the best sister you could ever imagine, okay? You know, my mom always says this, and it's so true. She acts not based on how you act to her, okay? She's, sorry for the background noise. I'm near a park right now. Okay, so she acts, even if you're mean to her, she acts the way, she really acts like she's doing whatever she does for the sake of God. If God gave you a task, wouldn't you do it so nicely? So siblings are God chosen. God gives whoever your siblings are. Okay, that's something you don't pick. It's different from your husband, your wife, your friends. This is a divine relationship with your siblings. Okay, so she literally takes it as it is, where God has given me these siblings to be nice to. I'm going to be nice to them, and she does it so perfectly. So I'm just going to discuss this today, like how I've been doing. But yeah, how can I feel good when I don't match up? Don't try to match up to external factors. Okay? Don't. Happiness does not come from matching up. Okay? Happiness comes from putting effort and seeing the fruits of your effort. Okay? If you're trying to match up right now, pick somebody better to match up, that has internal beauty, not external. Okay? So I hope you got some benefit from that. Tomorrow I'm going to discuss the second um, thing that he talked about, that the struggles of teens, which is I feel like my life is out of control. But yeah, that's all for today. And if you're gonna leave with something, just leave with this: don't try to match up to people who are externally awesome. Match up to people who are internally awesome, and then you will actually feel happier. Okay. um, yeah, that's all for today. And if you have time, go buy this book, find a free PDF on Google or something. But yeah, it's really worth reading 100 times. Okay. See you later. Bye.